Does live video scare the living out of you? If so, you want to watch this video and learn what the quesadilla of awesome is. Check it out. I am joined today by Molly Mahoney. She's also known as the Prepared Performer. She is a camera confidence coach and a live video expert. What are some of the challenges that people face when it comes to going live?
It's sometimes surprising to me that even people who are already super successful, they have the same thing that people who are just getting started, which is there's these gremlins that creep up and we're afraid of what people might think of us, especially because it's live, because there's no gozy backsies. It's real. What I love to help people to do is to really find who they are as humans, which is oddly enough the hardest thing sometimes for most of us, actually.
How can we prepare to go live? Talk to us about that and overcome some of these mental things, if you will.
So one of the things is that people don't actually realize that even though we've been speaking since we were around 2 years old, that doesn't mean that we're actually proficient or an expert at it. And when you add the extra thing of a camera staring back at us, with live video especially, we see ourselves because we're often looking back at the screen, even more than the opinion of someone else, it's the opinion of ourselves.
My hair look okay?
Exactly.
What's going on with that comment?
It's crazy, right? Yes. What I love to do is give you an actual skill set. It's a learned technique that you can use to prepare before you go live, and it's really about living prepared. So one of my favorite things is the quesadilla of awesome. Do you know about this?
I'm getting hungry. Tell me more.
Okay, so you're gonna take everything amazing that you offer in your business, all of the benefits that you provide. Okay, so we're gonna take it like this in your hands. Okay. So if you're watching this right now, take it in your hands, and then you're gonna throw it into the air. And now it's like Mikey TV.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's above us, right? But what are you left with?
Salsa?
No one has ever said that. You're left with you. So often with our videos, we do something that I think sometimes leads us to be a salesy weirdo because we're so focused on the product or the objective rather than recognizing who we are as humans first and developing that human connection. So what you do is you make a list of 20 things that make you a uniquely awesome human being. Most people have a hard time with it. I actually have a little acronym that helps with this. So it's the word SAAVE. It has 5 letters. You may think SAVE has 4 letters, but I can't spell, so I spell wrong on purpose. It's SAAVE. So it's your skill sets, the things that you're naturally gifted at. The next thing on the list is your appearance. And so we want to find things about our appearance that we love because there's going to be gremlins that come up. Then the activities that you love outside of what you're doing in your business, because that allows us to talk as human beings. And then the V is for your values. So we stand for joy as a fierce form of activism in my company. We celebrate kindness and a little bit of hustle. And we talk about those values all the time so that we can build a community of people who agree with us or feel that same way. The last thing is the E is for things you like to eat. Here's why.
Quesadillas?
It could be quesadillas, but if you find things that are polarizing, I have this trick, which is to go to your personal Facebook page and write the word Brussels sprouts, yes or no. And every single time, people engage. They start talking about it because it's a polarizing food. So when you have these things, your quesadilla of awesome, you look at this list and it's things that you know you can connect with as a human. And then you start to celebrate those things and bring them into your content. But even before you go live, and you want to have this bubbly sense of knowing who you are, because it's not about being like Mike on his podcast or his videos, which is awesome. It's not about being like me. It's about being like you. And so when we start there, we can build connections with our community. We can build connections even, with yourself. I find that the more that I connect with this and we talk about this, it allows all of us to be more of who we are, which leads to better everything, really.
Wow. Mind exploded. Quesadilla salsa everywhere, Molly.
And the reason it's called the quesadilla of awesome is because everyone has something that makes them uniquely awesome, even if it's just that you make an amazing quesadilla.
And if you feel like you don't have what it takes to go on camera at all, you definitely want to check out the other video that we did with Roberto Blake, which we'll have linked on this page, all about mindset and all about imposter syndrome. Check it out.